Hello, everybody, and welcome to Discovery Education. I know that a lot of you have probably attended Discovery Education trainings before and seen the basics, but as you know, so many of our platforms are ever evolving, and Discovery Education is no exception to that. I want to share with you today the most recent updates and get you excited about exploring on your own to discover how Discovery Education works best for you so that you can utilize it in your classroom. My name is Diane Harlan. I'm a curriculum specialist in the science department this coming school year, and I'm excited to support so many people throughout the district. My email is there, and like it says, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions after the presentation or throughout the year. Just a little bit about me. I didn't include my kids, my grandkids, all that. I included my fur babies. And for some reason, my love these days is waterfalls, and I'm trying to get there as often as I can to enjoy just that peaceful, tranquil scene that you get when you're around there. So, moving forward, let's jump into finding out more about you and your comfort level with Discovery Education. This presentation has been uploaded into the Teams Drive, and I have shared it with you in the comments so that you have access to this so that you can click into this Jamboard. But I'm also going to push out a link to you directly to the Jamboard. I just would like to get a feel for everybody's comfort level in Discovery Education. So I'm a beginner, or I could teach this to someone, or somewhere along the lines in between. So just grab a sticky note in Jamboard and let me see the comfort level. Pause to do the Jamboard activity. All right. I would like to jump right in to making sure that everybody knows how to access Discovery Education. I don't want to assume that everybody already knows this information. So there is a document linked on this slide to the 3 different ways that you can access Discovery Education. But of course, the preferred is always to go through ClassLink. You have access to Discovery Education through there, as well as your students. And so there are step-by-step instructions on how to get in there. Once you're in there, one of the cool things that I discovered was customizing the homepage. The homepage may look just a little bit different. I think there are some things that are the same, but there's also some really awesome additions. So one thing that I wanted you to know through this presentation is I'm going to kind of jump back and forth between my slide presentation and going actually into Discovery Education. So that's what I want to do right now, is jump into my DE, and I wasn't on the home page, but you can always get there going up here and clicking on the Discovery Ed icon at the top. So here is my dashboard or home page, and I may have some extra tabs that you do not have because I have admin access, but you will have the majority of these. So right here is the button that I wanted you to see that you can click to be able to edit your home layout. The way that it was set up, it had some of the recommendations and the recently viewed at the top, and that's not what I use mostly. So I moved my channels up, and I also moved up the curriculum packs, and we're going to talk about the curriculum packs in just a little bit. But I wanted those at the top. Now, if you do not know how to save the channels, let me show you how you can do that real quick. So if I was to search, one of my favorites is Sid the Science Kid. And you probably saw that it was one of my channels that I already have. So when I pull up videos for that, it's also going to give me an option to the channel. If you would like to hold on to that channel to go to it often, if you'll click here and go add to quick list, that's where it's going to add it in. I already have that added, so I'm not going to click on that. But you can see that I already have picked up several channels that I refer to back to often. Some of these, since I'm with the science group, I'm going to talk a lot about throwing some science in there every chance I get. Some of these are my favorites. And for beginning of the year, you know that we focus on lab safety. We focus on what is a scientist and what do scientists do, the scientific method, and then we jump into properties of matter. So that's where I've saved already a lot of these channels so that I have quick access to those. So setting up your dashboard the way you would like it is something you can do quickly and have it where it works best for you. Some of the other things, there are so many updates, and they just sent out an email recently, and it was almost perfect timing for me to be able to share some of these things with you. So I'm going to talk about a couple of them and then go back to Discovery Ed and show that to you within the platform. So an enhanced video player. There's a redesign with the video player where you can, it sort of reminds me of Edpuzzle, where you can actually add in some activities and quizzes within that video. And it's very simple to set up. So I'm going to show you that. And I'm also going to show you where you can go in and build some quizzes. So you can do that within the video player, but you can also just build a quiz. So I'm going to show you where you can access that. And so let's go ahead and go back and look at those two things real quick. So quizzes is right here. Let me talk about the videos first, and then we'll go into the quiz section. So if I was going to teach lab safety, and I'm looking for, oh, of course, it's going to do this to me. Never fails, does it? So I'm going to grab my hotspot real quick and connect to that. I'm not sure what the internet is doing to me, but we'll get on there. Gotta love technology. When it works, it's amazing. And then sometimes it throws us for a loop. But I will get it. There it is right there. So, got us connected, and we're good to go again. All right, sorry about that, guys, but this gets us right back in there. So if I'm searching for a video in lab safety, I can customize. I can choose a grade band. I can look at the channel and see what that has to offer. If I'm looking for a 3.5 lab safety video, then it's going to give me my options. And when I find the one that I want, This one looks interesting, about the link that I would probably be looking for. So I'm going to grab that video, and you can see right here, it's already got build an activity. Now you see you can do different things. You can assign it, you can share it, and later on we're going to talk about how to throw these things right into your Schoology and how you can quickly do those integrations. But I don't want to go forward to that already. So build an activity you can click on, and then you have two options. You can build a slideshow with Studio. We'll talk about Studio in a little bit. Or you can build a video quiz. So if I choose video quiz, then what it's going to do is give me options to add questions. And these can be your questions, or these can be questions there. So add a new question, and you can type in your questions. You can customize it. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time building one, but once you get in there and start to play with it, you see you have short answer, multiple choice, or poll. You have so many different options. Of course, don't ever forget the save button. But there's links to videos that'll show you how to do this, because Discovery Education offers you so much help and support. And just getting in there and doing it is most of the time the best way to find that out. So I'm going to just be able to have enough time to show you the basics of each of these. If you want further assistance with these and you're not figuring it out on your own, just contact me and I can help walk you through it. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and just like we were looking at with building a quiz, you can also go directly into that quiz tab, and you have different options here. I already have a few quizzes that I've been kind of playing around with, but you can see there's create new. So you just click on create new, you give it a title, and you start adding questions. And yes, this can be pushed out to the students. So I love that we can add in some quizzes on some various subjects, but also that we can hold them accountable to the videos that they're watching, so that we make sure that they're paying attention to get the information out of the videos. So it's a couple of great options for you. So back to the slideshow. We talked about the enhanced video player that has the different options and how it looks different now when you click to watch a video. You can, of course, still just view the video and discuss it with your students, but you have those extra options. I showed you where you can go into the build quizzes. And then the next part that we're going to look at is ready to use activities. So there's over 1,500 ready to use activities. If you've already looked at some of the SOS strategies that they have within Discovery Education, these activities are going to use those strategies. If you're not familiar with that, that's something we can talk to during the Q&A time, or you can contact me, or just search within Discovery and find those for yourself. But I want you to watch a quick video that's going to tell you a little bit more about the ready to use activities. So when I click to the Help Center, I told you they offer so much support. I want you to get to see this quick video talking about ready to use activities.
Our content never gets stale, and neither will your lessons. Every month, we add hundreds of new resources specially curated for educators to answer the need for timely, relevant teaching opportunities. When combined with our popular SOS instructional strategies, designed by educators for educators, you get that magic formula for constructive, engaging activities. Luckily, we've built thousands of ready-to-use activities to help you tap into that magic. There are tons of great ways to take advantage of these and keep students curious throughout the day. You'll find lesson starters, background builders, curiosity builders, writing prompts, choice boards, and more. And we know you're busy, so use these activities as quick turnkey assignments when you're in a pinch or need to save time. Or customize them in Studio to fit the needs of your students and your classroom. You can customize by adding extra content or uploading your own creations from any device. No two students are alike though, so you can assign an activity to individual students that might need extra remediation or an extra challenge. They can also be used for small group collaborative projects, and of course, you can assign to the whole class. Don't worry about needing to match these up with your lessons either. The ready-to-use activities are peppered throughout our content channels and in dedicated collections like the Student Learning Activities channel. Here, you can find opportunities for students to explore their curiosity around a variety of science topics, while also reinforcing key math, ELA, and social-emotional learning skills. In the Learning at Home channel, get hands-on with STEM, dive into math concepts, stimulate your brain through exercise, and much more. Search for these channels and add them to your homepage to find your next lesson activity. We make sure you always have exactly what you need where you need it. Who doesn't want a little time back in their day, right?
Awesome things that Discovery Education provides for us. So a couple of things came to mind watching that video. One, definitely you knowing that Discovery Education can be used for all content levels. So no matter what subject you're teaching, what content you're focused on, there's probably something in Discovery Education that you can use to support that. Another thing, the great way that it can differentiate for your students. And that's going to lead me into the next part where we start to talk about the Studio the templates. So Studio boards are something else that it offers. And of course, these can be customized. These can be set up by you, or you can use ready-made Studio boards. Something that I've discovered and something I've done in the past is use a Studio board, except it wasn't quite what I was looking for, but the amazing thing is you can copy and customize it. So you can start from scratch when you're ready to do that, or you can use some of the strategies like the AEIOU, the 3-2-1 pyramid, or you can use what they already offer. And let me show you where you can access that. So I'm going to go back to Discovery, and I'm going to show you. You can click right in here to Studio, but you can also, as we were doing, I told you properties of matter would come up within the first 6 or 9 weeks of school. And so if I wanted to look at properties of matter and I click here, I'm of course going to get some videos. I save that channel, but you also see you've got some skill builders, you've got some slideshows, you've got videos, and if I want to look for something specific, I can click in here. So I can hone in on a particular grade band, or and let me just do 6-8 here. And if I just want to look for Studio boards, if I want to look for activities, if I click there, this is going to show me what is available. Now, like I said, you've got to look at them. Some of the things I didn't use completely. I would do some changing. So you always want to make sure that you check out the content before you use it with your students. Of course, you want to be familiar with it, but you also want to make sure that it's within the TEKS that you're teaching and that it's going to meet the needs of the students. So you can go into any of these boards. I will click into one quickly, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. It's going to be for you to get in there and explore. But you can see there's directions for the students. There's videos. They want them to do a tweet message, kind of like the bleed forward strategy also. The name of it has left me right now, but it'll come back. Then you can add in some of your own text. The students can add in their text when they're responding to build their tweet, and then they can do a reflection. So this is a pretty short studio board. Some of them are more detailed. It tells you about the person that wrote it and that he has a 7th grade classroom. So you can make sure that it is also at the level of your students. So that's what you can do with studio boards. Again, I have such a short amount of time with you. I'm just getting to touch the surface of all of these things, but please get in there and spend some time to explore and watch some of these help videos if you would like some further information. So I'm going to go back again to the slide presentation and go on to talking about integrating. So we have a lot of LMS platforms we've used. We know that we're going to Schoology now. And so I wanted to make sure that I showed you that this is easily compatible with Schoology. So I am going to show you a quick video, and then I'm also going to jump into Schoology and let you see what that looks like. So when I go to the Help Center and it's talking about integrations, I'm going to go down to the one that's talking about Schoology. And I want you to get to watch this, and then we'll see what it actually looks like. So here we go.
Discovery Education Experience is your place to find effective ways to use one-of-a-kind digital curriculum resources to help you differentiate instruction and create engaging, real-world learning experiences. Once your district has integrated Schoology with Discovery Education, you will find a Discovery Education option in the menu bar from any course in Schoology. Accessing Discovery Education from this menu will give you access to resources, channels, and other products you have access to. You can also share and assign resources within Discovery Education. If you assign resources from this window to students, they will show up inside Discovery Education instead of Schoology. Let's take a look at how you can share Discovery Education resources within Schoology. Most teachers share content through materials within Schoology. When adding material, teachers will see Discovery Education as an option. From here, there are several options for sharing. Search for resources, or add from your existing assessments, My Content, or Quick List. Search resources will bring up a window where teachers can use the search box to type in a keyword for your search. A page of search results will open. These results can be filtered to narrow down to find the best resources. Once you find a resource you want to add to materials, click Embed. The resource will appear in the list of materials. Add Assessments will bring up all studio quizzes, assessment builder assignments, and textbook assessments that a teacher has access to. To add a studio quiz or assessment builder assignment, select My Assessments and locate the resource you would like to assign to students. To add a textbook assessment, select the desired course and then concept. Then select Embed beside the assessment you'd like students to complete. The assessment will appear in the list of materials. Once an assessment has been added to the materials list, click the gear next to the material to edit the grading features to enable grade passback. Once a student completes the assessment, The grade will automatically pass back to the Schoology gradebook. For any teacher-scored items, access the assignment inside Discovery Education. Grade those items, and the grade will update in your Schoology gradebook. You have now successfully embedded Discovery Education's digital curriculum and professional learning resources into Schoology.
For me, I got really excited when I saw how easy that was. So I want to jump into Schoology. I'm going to go to my class link and go to Schoology. I believe I clicked on the right one. And I did not click on the right one. Sorry about that, y'all. I couldn't see over my the view of my head to see where I was at. So let me click on Schoology. Again, technology is wonderful when it works best for us. So I am going to just jump into my sandbox, and just to be able to show you where you can find this. So if you see right there, Discovery Education, I'm going to move this. Discovery Education is right there. So once you click on it, as easy as it showed in the video, it gives you, of course, this is going to keep going in and out on me. Hotspot. Goodness gracious. All right, we're back there. Okay, so the dashboard pops up right here within Schoology. And as it showed you, you can search for a video. I want something on the scientific method. Oh my goodness, it's running slow for me. But it's running, so we're going to stick with it. There we go. Let's connect again. We got it. And we're good. Sorry about that, guys. So once I search, then it's going to show me what's available. And then you saw that you just click that embed to be able to put that into your activities. Remember, they showed you with materials. Since I don't have a class set up and everything, it's a little bit different for me. But I did want you to see how easy that is. So that's how you will go into Schoology and be able to integrate Discovery Education and all the things that it does for you into your lessons. So back to our slideshow. One other thing I want to talk about is Discovery Education is now partnered with Mystery Science. Where you saw in the video about integration, you saw that on the dashboard there were curriculum packs. So I'm going to go down here right now. Coding is the only curriculum packet that I'm showing. Mystery Science is going to show up here, and you'll be able to click right into it there, or you'll be able to log into it the way that you have previously. But they are telling me that Mystery Science will be added soon and will be a part of our curriculum packs. So you'll be able to go in there. If you're not familiar with Mystery Science, it is more of a K-5 platform. Occasionally, there may be some things that the upper grades might be able to use, but for the most part, it's going to be an elementary resource for all of you that teach elementary. So you just find an activity. What's great here is that they have already identified several for beginning of the year. So introducing science, observing and asking questions, inventions and engineering, weather conditions, sounds and vibrations. Some of these are going to help you to be able to introduce the scientific method beginning a year. So you may not be at sounds and vibrations yet. You may not be at seed dispersal yet, but it's going to be focusing on the process of observation, questioning, and investigations. And since we know that we need to add in plenty of investigation time in with our science lessons, this is a great option for that. Mystery Science guides your students through, uses minimal materials, and if you have not gotten in here and experienced a lesson and done some with your students, they will love it. So some of the other things that Discovery Education offers, it's running so slow for us. Trying to hang in there with it, but it's giving me fits a little bit. So, you know how that goes. To not use up time, I'm just going to do this view. Discovery Education offers so much more that I don't have time to get into with you. If you are K through 6 through 8, and you have worked with the social studies textbook at all, we're getting access to the science textbook, and I'm really excited about that. So anybody that can benefit from that, if you need information further on that, please let any of us with the science department know that, because we love to be able to see you using the textbook. And interactives. As you can, let's see if it's going to let me present now. All right, perfect. So with interactives, keeping in mind that kindergarten and first grade, the expectation, according to the TEKS, so this is non-negotiable. This is an expectation by the TEKS, come down from the state of Texas, that kindergarten and first grade, 80% of your science time should be hands-on interactives. For first and second grade, that should be, I'm going to go back so that I do not give you, okay, I am correct. Kindergarten and first grade, it's 80-20. Second and third grade, it's 60% investigations, 40% content. Fourth and fifth grade, about 50-50. And then sixth grade up, it should be 40-60. So every level needs to be doing hands-on interactive activities. We know that's what the students are going to remember when it comes assessment time. They're going to remember, oh yeah, we did that lab, or we went outside and we did the observations and we saw that. And so having access to the interactives in Discovery Education is going to help you meet that criteria. Virtual field trips are a great way to bring some of that in also. And of course, just getting hands-on. Mystery Science, great resource to allow you to be able to do that. I'm going to go back to Discovery for just a minute because I want you to be able to see some of those interactives. I'm going to go back to Properties of Matter again. That is just about where everybody goes at the beginning. And of course, it's not cooperating with me. Oh my goodness. Had internet access all day as far as I knew, and everything was working well. So not sure what's going on. But I'm making it through because that's what we do. That's what we do with our kids. That's what we do when we're trying to look at these things. So when you're looking through what's available, I'm going to slide this back over. When you're looking through what's available, you can see that there are some activities. Within the boards, there will be activities. And then you should be able over here to hone in on that when you're filtering, so that you would be able to get to just those activities. If I click more, I can search just interactives. So it gives me those skill builders, the fundamentals. And if I go into a skill builder really quickly, as long as it's going to cooperate for me, you can see this is on solid, liquid, gas. It's having them click on a state to see how the particles are arranged. And this is something that you can assign to the students. So simulations, virtual labs, all different things that it's going to offer you. So great way to be able to bring in those interactives. And there's so much more that Discovery Education will do. As you are looking at it, you're going to find, you'll get excited and you'll find so many ways immediately that you can use this to enhance your teaching. So I want to pause right now to give you a little bit of exploration time. And I'm going to stay on. If you have any questions, then go ahead and ask those. This can also be kind of like our Q&A time at the same time. So you can type questions into the chat. You can come off mute and ask me those questions also. Pause for exploration. All right, I am so excited that you attended with me. I hope that you found some fascinating things that you can't wait to get in there to Discovery Education and use. I hope you're as excited as I am about all the things that it offers you right at the easy access, easy way to assign it out to your students. And it goes across content areas and across like pre-K all the way through. There's something in there that everybody could use. So I hope in your exploration time, you found something also that you got excited about using at the beginning of the year with your students. I have a Google form that you can access right here for you to click in that has just one question for me. So that will be your exit ticket to get you credit for the course. So if you click into the form, like I said, there's one question. What's your favorite new thing that you learned in today's lesson? Just give me a short answer, a couple of sentences to let me know. And I'd love to be able to share these things with others. Again, you are going to have access to this slide presentation. You have access to, of course, Discovery Education, to the document showing how to access it, and the help videos. So anything you are not able to find that I talked about today, feel free to get with me. You can email me. We don't really have a phone for you to call us right now at our location. You can get with anybody in the science team. Let Caitlin know, or myself, or anybody on our team, and we would be glad to help plan with you and help show you how you can add in mystery science. not Mystery Science. Well, I love Mystery Science, but Discovery Education. So thank you for joining me. And after you finish the Google form, you are free to go.